going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. Today we're going to be talking about another consulting firm, not Sweet Baby Inc. No, this time it's Black Girl Gamers, or BGG, a group of black women who are consulting with major AAA companies on how to make their games more inclusive by excluding. I don't know, it's 2024, I guess this is what the future is. I thought we'd have flying cars, but no, we got diversity by exclusion. This one strikes a little bit different, almost as they're ruling with an iron fist, and if it's not their way, it's the highway, and you're out of it if you aren't one of these people, and I don't know, I'm just not down with that. JT. Hit the subscribe, give me a like, and check out SmashJT.com for the full article breaking down Black Girl Gamers and the recent controversy with them. I say controversy, but it's actually controversies because there's a lot of stuff coming to light right now. Everything from an ex-employee that was pushed out of the company for daring to question their motives and narrative to now threatening to sue a website for publishing information about them that was, by all accounts, factual. Everything about this company screams suspect. We'll start with the person that was pushed out of. That was Vanessa, online as Gothics, and she shared her experiences and criticisms surrounding her expulsion from the Black Gamer Girls on Twitter. She was a former member of BGG, and she brought to light some allegations of insincerity in the group's commitment to diversity and has accused them of stifling her voice due to differing beliefs via a thread of tweets. Vanessa on Twitter, Gothics TV, said, "As a former Black Girl Gamers member, I can confidently say these people are full of crap. They do not care about diversity. They promptly kicked me out for being anti-black, aka not making an idol out of my skin color and refusing to hate white people." Gaming in 2024. Everyone.
They brought up my boyfriend. They wanted to know if he was white, because if he was, that would have made sense to them of why I was acting like this.
And Vanessa continued, "I was harassed for months after the fact and received an onslaught of vitriol from many of their black members. You know how BGG responded? They blocked me and literally scrubbed my existence off their platforms. By the way, most of the vitriol I received from many of their members made it into the final cut of the Gothics documentary, so if they want to talk about receipts, boo-boo, I have them." And then she links the Gothics film here. She continues though, "Let me be clear. I have no ill will towards these people, and I'm always praying that Jay-Ann and her crew will eventually have their wake-up moment just like I did. Maybe this is it. Ultimately, I'd like to think that's what this is all about. Even people who are grifting the race thing to the infinity money-making that they make, maybe they'll wake up and say, is it worth it to make it worthwhile?" Ultimately, I love the fact that Vanessa came forward and said that these people, let's be honest, she straight up says that they are caught in their bubble and they're being racist towards white people, and pushed her out when she refused to do the same thing.
I said, we need to stop doing this. I'm talking in a matter of 24 hours, I became... Over the course of 4 days, I had more racism towards me from other people that looked like me than in my entire existence on this planet.
I gotta be honest, I really like this Vanessa girl and her approach. It's kind of like a no-nonsense, here's my feelings on a situation, take it or leave it, but she's not trying to cause division. She's actually trying to, ironically, bring people together by acknowledging the differences. Something that some of these people, like the Black Girl Gamers mantra, seem to have a very hard time understanding. And it goes even deeper than that, because when you look further into the Black Girl Gamers, they only hire black girls, which I guess goes along with the mantra, but I thought they wanted diversity. Clearly, this consulting agency only wants to see things one way. And when you go to the Black Girl Gamers website for their full transparency and information that they would have for everyone, their job application is locked behind a password-protected screen. that doesn't necessarily scream transparency from a company. Never mind the fact that I've never seen a company hide a job application behind a password-protected screen. What are you hiding? And if you weren't familiar, Black Girl Gamers did have some influence over a very poorly received title recently. That was Forsaken by Square Enix. And Grums on Twitter wrote, former Black Girl Gamers member Gothics TV claims BGG never cared about diversity, was kicked out for refusing to hate white people. After leaving, she was harassed for months by the consulting company. Black Girl Gamers worked on Square Enix's failed Forspoken. And you'd think that anyone with any kind of intelligence would realize that they were holding an L at this point and try to walk back what they were saying and doing, and the reaction from the community should have made that abundantly clear to Black Girl Gamers. But it didn't. And if anything, I'd say they've doubled down. Now they're going after TheparkPlace.som for an article that was written, by all accounts, that looks like a very fair article that talks about the situation. And I don't see anything in this article to tell me otherwise. But doesn't matter to Black Girl Gamers. Don't let facts get in the way of a good story. And in this case, it feels like the Barbra Streisand effect, where they're trying to sue TheparkPlace.com, or at least threatening to do that on Twitter. We're addressing the recent allegations published on TheparkPlace.com about discriminatory hiring practice within the Black Girl Gamers. These claims are false and were made without prior fact-checking or verification from us or our representatives. 1 out of 8. Holy crap. Okay, this is going to go on for a while, but you guys remember I already said that they have applications on their website that are locked behind password protection, and that former employees say that their hiring practices require the people to be black and female. But okay, what do you have to say about this, Black Girl Gamers? Let's hear you out. I want to hear your side of the story. Black Girl Gamers operates as a contracting organization that collaborates with both freelancers and content creators from all backgrounds to work on various projects and initiatives to amplify underrepresented voices in gaming and make the community more inclusive. I think what they're trying to say here is they are extremely exclusive. They only hire black female gamers that don't like white people, but they'll contract with organizations that have some white people working for them. So I guess that makes them feel like they also have white people working with them, for them. I don't know how else to take that, but no, they aren't working with you. You're a consulting firm being brought on by companies like Square Enix to add more race to their games. Contrary to the allegations in this article, Black Girl Gamers has contracted freelancers of all races, genders, sexual orientations, religions, and ethnic backgrounds. I would love them to actually provide some backup information on that, instead of just blanketly saying, we've hired all sorts of freelancers, races, and genders. And I mean, how do we know that? You're just saying this, and you've already proven to not be a trustworthy organization. Why would we take your word for that? We have also included representation of all genders and backgrounds in our content, at our events, and in our marketing, consultation, and research projects, some of which are not publicly disclosed due to NDAs. These are all things that you could argue are from other companies that you've been contracted in to work with them, that you didn't actually provide any of this other stuff to them, but because these other companies had hiring practices of diversity, that you are including that in your own hiring when you're not. Evidence demonstrating our commitment to diversity and inclusion, including our non-discriminatory hiring practice, is readily available and easily searchable. No, it's not. I checked the website, couldn't find a damn thing proving anything about what you're saying. And the only thing I did find was a password-protected job application that's anything but transparent. Upon discovering these false and defamatory allegations, we have taken steps to obtain legal counsel to take action against the publication and journalist, as well as subsequent content creators who have reshared the false allegations about our organization. Holy shit! Is that the dumbest take I've ever heard in my entire life? So now you are threatening, proactively, like not even trying to hide it at this point, that anyone who tries to say anything about your organization is about to be sued by you? You can't be serious. How dumb is the person writing these tweets? It's not like you can blanketly just threaten people with a lawsuit and have them just disappear. It doesn't work like that. If anything, it's going to draw more eyeballs on you and make people question your organization even more. I don't think you're ready for discovery when it comes to these kind of lawsuits. We will continue to pursue further action against anyone who persists in spreading false and defamatory information about Black Girl Gamers, its founder, and its contractors and partners. If that's not like a completionist line, I don't know what is. So you know your back's against the wall. You know you've been called out and caught. And what do you do instead of coming forward and being like, oh shoot, we really screwed up here and we got called out for our pants are down, you caught everything about us, we're so in the wrong. No, instead of that, it's, no, we're just going to threaten to sue everyone and hopefully we scare them into submission and we can go back to making money behind the scenes at these companies. We value the talent and contributions of all our collaborators, and we are committed to continuing to do so. Thank you to our community for the ongoing support. 8 out of 8. So they are complete in this thread. And oh, would you look at that? They shut down comment replies just in line with everything that these types of people do. It's the same story I talked about in my previous video with that Unleashed Games CEO that shut down her Twitter after making a ridiculously racist statement against white people. They just throw these words out there and then hide and then threaten to sue, like Gerard, if they don't like being caught with their pants down, which is exactly what's happening here. So that's the story so far on Black Girl Gamers. I say so far because it doesn't seem like it's ending anytime soon. If they know what's right for them, they'll come out, they'll apologize, they'll be fully transparent, and they'll have a change in leadership to make sure that their organization is actually inclusive. Because as of right now, it's anything but. Big thank you to Vanessa for coming forward with her thoughts and feelings on this entire situation. Holy crap, this rabbit hole just keeps going. I want to go back to talking about games, but it's really hard when you see stuff like this popping up and the facts behind all of it. You just, I would not feel right not talking about it. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more information, check out SmashJT.com. I will link this article in the description. Thank you for watching, and as always, you stay smashing.
There is no conversation. It is whatever we say about you is truth, and you're done.
Smash, J,